So what is JSX? JSX is basically the short form for JavaScript XML. So you could think of it as an extension to JavaScript. Basically, JSX is used to describe the UI in React. Let's look at an example to make it more clear. This here is a typical JSX. So you have a constant called element and it contains an HTML tag with a simple message hello world from React. This is a complete JSX in itself. The philosophy behind React is that the rendering logic, meaning the presentation logic or what you see on the screen, is tightly coupled with other UI logic such as handling events, preparing data for display, and so on. Therefore, React provides separation of concerns with loosely coupled units, also known as components. So you can imagine your document object model or your screen to be built using several components, like so. Imagine this is your screen and you can think of your screen in terms of various components. You could have a header component on the top. You could have a sidebar component like here, which takes care of all the sidebar related functionality. You could have a main content component and then followed by several list components within that depending on what you want to show. And again, this is a very simplistic model to demonstrate what components are. In a real application, you could have much more complexity added to this example. We will get into more details about components and JSX in the coming sections, but for the time being, consider this statement. JSX is nothing but the way of defining components in React. Let's now look at some code for our bootstrapped application. Basically, this is the application that was generated for us when we used create React app. So I've opened this application in Visual Code. You can use any other editor of your choice, whatever you prefer. First thing to note here is the overall folder structure. We have the node modules folder where all the dependencies, the npm dependencies are installed. Next we have the public folder where all the assets that will be served as part of our client requests are located. Then we have the source folder where the source code will be located. And finally we have the package.json file. Let's look at the package.json file. So this file talks about all the dependencies that are required for our React application. So as you can see in the dependencies section, we have used React, React DOM, and React scripts. Below here, we also have the script section where all the scripts related to running our application are located. We have the start script for running the application, build script for building it for production, and we also have an eject script for converting our React application that is created through Create React app into a normal React application. We will look at that in a later video. The next important file located in our project is in the source directory, and that is the app.js. So app.js is the main file in our application right now, where all the HTML that we see on the home page is located. Let's run it now and compare. So we can execute npm start to start our application. I can open it in Google Chrome, and this is the application that we see over here. And if we go to our code, this is exactly matching with what we have in the app component. If you notice, this learn React button is coming from over here. We also have the statement edit src app.js and save to reload. So edit src app.js and save to reload. And if we do a change over here, we can simply write edited, and if we save it, an automatic compilation happens and the new version of our application is served by default. If you go back to the browser now, we can see the change has been reflected. We now have edited source app.js and save to reload. So this is how you can very quickly make changes and check your output in the browser at the same time. Now this app.component, even though it is returning a bunch of JSX, we have seen JSX a bit earlier, and this is a big amount of JSX written over here, but it is simply returning the JSX. How is it being rendered on the UI? That is still a mystery. So for that, we have to check the index.js file. Index.js is the first file that is loaded by the application when it starts up. And inside this application, we are rendering the app component. This app component is written over here. We just saw it. And it is being used in the index.js like so. And what React DOM render does is it will render the app component in the element called root. Now where is this element root defined? it is defined in the public folder within the index.html file. If we scroll down in the index.html file, we can see the root element over here marked for this particular division. So let's understand what is happening. When we start off the application and we make the request localhost 3000 from the browser, the index.html is the first file that is sent over by our server. And this index.html loads up, and it also loads the React application, and it will see that the root element is over here, and what it has to render in the root component is the app component over here, and this app component in turn is deriving its code from what we have written over here. So this is the overall bootstrap process for starting of a React application.